Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins set for their first drive, led out by the new face of the franchise in his second season from UCLA, Josh Rosen. And we remember all the turmoil that Rosen had to go through in the offseason. Cliff Kingsbury arrives in Arizona. His preference, Kyler Murray. So that marriage started there. Rosen left in limbo, but ultimately he may have found himself in the best possible landing spot as a part of this Miami franchise. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 3 catches, 68 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Check out.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. On 3rd and short, Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go, baby.
The Chargers' all-time passing leader, Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter since 2006, trotting onto the field. And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive in 2 December primetime victories, one against the Steelers, one against the division rival Chiefs. And although things ended not quite how they wanted in the playoffs to New England, Phillip Rivers still feels like he has a lot left in the tank. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, Rivers eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. 20! And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rosen on 1st and 10. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be taken down. But not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Rosen looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Nick O'Leary, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, they scared.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Past the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Rosen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Your trip is here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's good for 28 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick O'Leary. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
180, round 80. Wait, 89.
Rivers on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup? We won't put up a fight. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Gordon.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second and very short, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 29, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, Delta! Safety screaming.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Phillip Rivers, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He's got a convoy and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running on first down, Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
180. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming. 89.
Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second and goal, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now Rosen on first down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Rosen to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And now it's Rosen looking. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he's got room. 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers now. It's Williams on the catch. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it? And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nifty move by Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's it, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of